even have everything ready. There's so much stuff I had to get going, and then there's just I got to think about everything else that's coming along, and then it's just something to do. Oh, okay. Well, you're a little early. I don't know if I have everything ready, but I guess we'll figure that out here as we go. I have nothing ready. There's literally nothing ready at this time. This is gonna be just gonna be balling through and through. Okay, so well, I see that everyone's at least coming along here. That's great to know. Well, I'm Sven Kal. Nice to meet everyone. I'm a merchant meat VTuber in the little fantasy world of. I'll figure that out here soon. There's not too much I wanted to do right at this time. I wanted to actually get that actually set up and work on lore building with that with everyone else. But I'm a merchant VTuber. I got a little bit of a Norse background as well as something a little bit of a Roman era. I hope to actually get a little bit more of that into with everyone else in the future. But in the meantime, it's just going to be that is the basic bones. With that said, I'll probably let me just go ahead and just bring this up as well. And move me along here. So pretty much, pretty much, I'm gonna be a merchant VTuber with the guild crest with a magpie. I don't know if you could see it right there on my side there. The crest itself is actually a magpie, and there's a little bit of symbolism with it. So with the Roman symbolism, it actually signifies greed and collection of shiny objects. So I thought it was perfect. But if you actually look into ancient Norse symbolism, it's also a sign of good luck. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. Went along with that, and perfect. We are golden. In addition to that, we're probably going to, like I said, do a little bit more discussing of the lore. I definitely want to think about more of that as we go on. There's a lot I have pretty much planned already, but eventually we'll have that all discussed about a little bit later on. Moving forward with the kind of interest that we got going on, I kind of want to say I am a huge winter enjoyer. And right now, winter has been pretty bad. There's like no snow. An area where I live has been like getting a ton of snow, but I didn't get any snow. And that kind of makes me mad. You know what I feel? Like, you know that feeling? I feel like you do. Except maybe if you live in the South, maybe that's a little bit different. But maybe you enjoy the heat, but it's kind of the same thing, just with not being the snow. Anyways, I'm also a huge lore buff. So when it comes to Warhammer, that is one of the biggest things. I usually go to sleep listening to Warhammer lore. That goes for 40k and fantasy. I'm more along the lines of fantasy, but with most of the releases of games coming out, 40k has been like one of the insane lore bits I've been listening to. Pretty much, I would say Halo has been something that has been a lore bit that I've been enjoying since I was a little kid. And it's not been so much as this thing as recent lore bits. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but I kind of learned a lot of lore when I was younger. There's nothing really new to learn moving forward. And then there's Elder Scrolls. I mean, you have the lore there. You read it in the books, or you don't. You just kind of skip past it. It's there. Terms of games, RPGs, big number one. Big number one is definitely going to be here is RPGs. Especially if you haven't heard of this game called Mountain Blade. That is definitely one you should actually go check out. I would highly recommend Mountain Blade if you can. Bannerlord, if you're a little more used to modern games. Warband, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty. I highly recommend both of them, but eventually you definitely have to check out Warband. It's a little old game now. I think it's actually 11 years, 12 years old, maybe even more, but it's still a great game through and through. And then obviously additionally Elder Scrolls, but that is like with the modding scene where you kind of like get into it like, hey, I want to play with this, whether it's Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and then you get into the modding scene and you mod. Yeah, Warhammer is definitely my jam too. Especially with Space Marine 2, that was a huge bit. I've been playing that with a bunch of buddies, as well as Darktide. Darktide is a major hustle right now. And especially, they came up with an update where they have a great sword for the Zealot. So I am definitely getting into that. I haven't played it yet. I am looking forward to it. But What was I saying again? Oh yeah, modding. And then you get into the modding and more modding, and then you get kind of tired of it. You take a break and then you forget about it. So that's usually my Elder Scrolls schemes. It's a great game, but you have to like get through the whole gateway of trying to mod it, and then you just kind of forget about it later. Yeah, it's like 100 hours modding and then like maybe 2 hours playing. But eventually, when you actually get into it, it's really great. Shooters, like I said, Halo, Dark Tide, huge major game titles that I will always enjoy. Like I said, especially with the new update, I really want to get into that. And then builders, Minecraft. I don't think that's a no-brainer when you ever say builders in a game. I think that's like the first thing that comes to mind. Otherwise, you might think of something else, but who knows? And then there's Conan Exiles. I don't know if you ever heard of that game. It has some spicy armor. Yeah, I don't want to go into too 18 plus, but spicy. But other than that, it also has great building. I would highly recommend that if you haven't checked it out. And then lastly is indie simulators. They have, it's great for like, you have basic little economy, but I think the greatest thing about indie games is that there's always bugs. And I will say I love bugs. That's actually one of the greatest things, especially with newer titles. I know a lot of people hate when games come out and it's like a buggy mess. I actually look forward to that because buggy messes is actually some of the gold mine for like all these different clips you can share with friends. I remember back when Cyberpunk came out right away, I have like a boatload still on my computer right now that I actually wouldn't really mind sharing. And I still keep on looking at it from day to day. I haven't actually got into Stalker in a while. I used to watch playthroughs of it. I want to get into it. I haven't personally played it yet. I've watched playthroughs. That's about it. I actually seen clips of it on Twitter, and you know what? The actually thing that makes a lot of sense is with all the anomalies, it kind of like goes hand in hand, and it's perfect. You know what I mean? Can't imagine why people complain about that if it's actually canon. Apart from that, then there's anime. Always got to go with the anime. If you haven't heard of All No Zero, that is my top of top anime shows. It is a I don't know how popular it is. I hardly see anything about it anywhere on the Twitter feed or Blue Sky. And if you haven't checked it out, it's like one of the best one of the best mech shows. I personally believe it actually goes hand in hand perfectly, describing physics and all the different capabilities and the strategies that you know who actually does in the show. I would highly recommend if you have the chance to check it out. And slightly hand in hand with that is Code Geass. I don't know if you could tell, I kind of like mechs. I do like mechs a bit. And then for the fantasy aspect, there's Konosuba, but there's plenty of more. I can't really think of the top of my head, so it's probably going to be more later on. We'll figure that out if we discuss it a little bit further. Manga, if you haven't heard of these two, The Witch and the Mercenary, definitely high tier. It only has a few chapters at this time. I think it's up at chapter 30 or something like that. It's interesting because it actually goes first in hand for like historical Europe, where everyone was like hesitant with witchcraft and all that. And then later in the story, I don't really want to spoil more of it. It gets interesting. If you have the time, I would genuinely recommend it. And then another one, Yaijin Tensei. It is a very what's the right word? Interesting, I would say. I don't want to say too much because it's definitely a story that is very best told when you're experienced yourself. It's just that name right there. Just go ahead. You have time to check it out. It is really top phenomenal. And then for manhwa, I have a ton of manhwa that I mainly stick to. I used to have a lot of manga, but I'm a huge reader. And I've kind of like got up to date with all the manga that I'm very interested in. And the ones that I'm really crazy on are these ones below. So surviving the game as a barbarian is actually pretty good. Kind of similar scenario to the one Yaijin Tensei, but a little bit different. Extra Academy Survival Guide. It is kind of like actually, now that I think about it, they all kind of have the same thing, similar to one another when it comes to manhwa. I don't really want to spoil what that is. Maybe it's just like, yeah, it's probably the genre I'm really interested in, I guess, now that I think about it. I won't go too much into it because I don't really want to spoil too much. Keep you guys piqued if you'd be interested in as well. Then there's the Stellar Swordmaster. The actual one actually doesn't follow the same genre. It's the same fantasy aspect, but a different kind of aspect of itself, story-wise. And then Revenge of the Baskerville Bloodhound and Academy's Undercover Professor. Those ones are really good. I've been waiting. Academy's Undercover Professor, it ended season 1 back in April, and it has been some time since they started season 2. They haven't started season 2 yet. I've been waiting forever to come back, but it's a really good manhwa. Yeah, Baskerville is really good. I personally look forward to every single update. It's usually, I think, Sundays the updates come out, and I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow is definitely going to be like my time to read up on a lot of the chapters. Yeah, thanks for thanking me. I've been planning for this for quite some time, so it's actually great to finally get into the things of it. And I look forward to what's going to be coming in the future as well. So we'll see where it goes with that. Apart from that, I think it's time to go in for what grinds my kind of gears. So, I want to get it right off the bat. All you summer enjoyers here, I'm going to have to break it to you. It sucks. You know? The heat, freaking terrible. I don't know how you enjoy it. Like, so when it comes to winter, if you get cold, you can put on multiple different layers, right? When it's summer, you can only take off so many layers before it becomes illegal. I'm just saying, like, you can't just keep on, like, if you get hot, okay, you could take off like a jacket or something like that. You get hot, okay, you could take off a shirt. It might not be, you know, publicly viewed as great, especially if you're in like the city or something like that. And you get even more hot. I mean, you can take off your pants, but people are going to start thinking you're crazy. But if you go anything further than that in the public, I mean, you're going to be contacted by the police. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, but you could also have that in the winter too. The cold isn't stopping you. Yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you for the raids, Aurelius. Appreciate it. And then, oh, shit. Thank you for the raid, Eclipse. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you had a great stream. We were actually just talking about some of the stuff that grinds my gears. And the first one we were just talking about is summer. Any summer enjoyers that joined us, I'm just going to say right now, don't take it personally, but it sucks. Just saying, it sucks. Thank you for the follow, Magi Couple. Greatly appreciated. And then also with the summer, you have the bugs. The bugs is the worst. I'm just going to say it here and now. Bugs suck. You don't have that in the winter. You don't have to worry about them crawling on your body. Like, say, if you have the lights off, you're enjoying a game session at night, and you have a spider. This is also personal experience, I'm just saying right now. And then as you're just enjoying a game session, and then you have a spider crawling up on your face, and you just slap your face, just, you know, hesitantly. Thank you for the follow, Judgmental Reaper. Greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Yes, you can hate everything about spiders, and I will never feel bad about it. Spiders, I know they could do a great thing for us, but, you know, sometimes it's just best if they just disappear. You know what I'm saying? Just my personal opinion. God kind of screwed up, making them so bad looking. And then pretty much everything else about summer. Winter is so much better overall. All right, moving on. That noise when you scrape ice. I don't know if you know that noise, but it is like, it haunts me. Yeah, no, I don't know how to describe it. I've been a Twitch vet for a while, as like a lurker more so than anything. But as for like the streaming side of things, looking forward to moving the fortune with everything. So thank you again for the raid. It was greatly appreciated, Eclipse. And then when it comes to scraping ice, if you know that noise that I'm talking about and you still don't get like the heebie-jeebies when you hear it, I honestly have to praise you. It is like one of the worst noises in the world, personally. I can't stand it, and I never will stand it. Ever since I was a little kid, to this day, one of the worst noises in the entire world. And then also for another thing that grinds my gears is missing socks. I don't know if it's some kind of anomaly or magic thing. Socks always disappear. I I try to make sure I keep close to them, keep an eye on them wherever they go, and they just, run off, do something like that. And especially, I think now I'm going into a conspiracy theory here right now. Companies, they make socks different colors. That way, when you lose them, you can't go out in public. I said it right now. That's straight up my conspiracy theory, and I think it's true. Companies have that set up so you can't have a matching pair of socks anytime you go walking around. And people are going to judge you because, like, those aren't the same. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thanks for the follow, Nick Nux. Greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy your stay here. I know, like I said, spiders. No more have to be said about that. God made a huge mistake creating them how they are. And then the other things, long drives. I don't know if people have to do long drives on a daily basis, but I'll just say right now, long drives, whenever you can do, like here and there, you can do some karaoke, sing your lungs out, all the enjoyments of that. But if you have to do it every day, and I mean every day, like 2 hours a day kind of thing, oh, no thanks. It sucks. I would rather probably just walk than just do long drives, just sitting in long sessions. You can't really even think either because you have to keep your eyes on the road. You can't do too much else. It's terrible. Other than that, manga. When it gets a really good story and then it gets axed, probably the worst feeling in the world. And I know there's light novels. I mean, we already know that. But I'm a child at heart, and I like looking at pictures. I can read light novels here and there, but whenever it's like all these different manga that get axed, like a few chapters in, because the editor didn't like what was going on, there was not enough people enjoying it, then you have to go to light novels. I've done that a few times, and it keeps on stacking up and stacking up. So tiring, man. Why can't they just keep on going on, Anyways, there's probably other stuff that kind of grinds my gears, but I don't really have it at the time to remember it right now. But I guarantee you, if it gets brought up, it definitely is going to be brought up, and I am definitely going to complain. Look forward to that. If you want, I'm not judging. So with that, plans for the future. This is going to be mainly a chill space. I'm going to try and make a chill space. I could probably be a little antsy from time to time. That just comes with the go with things. We're all flawed. But other things like that, we're definitely going to be doing community focus with stuff right here. So, going to be doing game nights, especially Halo game nights. If anyone likes doing custom games, I'm definitely down for that. I used to do that all the time with my friends. I would love to do that with you as well. So, definitely going to be working on that. And then there was the whole spiel that I actually tried to get working for today, but didn't because it broke. I tried numerous times and it just broke. I have a lot of stuff that I can probably going to be planning on working in the future, which I'll probably stream in them while doing so, which is going to be Twitch integration with or chat integration. I probably will be continuing the stuff that I was planning working on today, but maybe we can work out the kinks together. How about that? And then some other small events. I don't really have the funds or pretty much the community yet to get to know other people, but I definitely want to plan some events. I actually already have some ideas thought out, so looking forward to try and actually make them a reality would be great, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of stuff I have in my little notebook / personal Discord that I want to work on, but it's only the first day. I don't want to get all antsy and prepping all this stuff, and it's like none of it's going to possibly happen, the thing. And then eventually, going to be working on a lore video, but I wanted to work on the lore with you guys first, on the world first, you know what I'm saying? Kind of that way it's all connected with community. That was the main plan with it, and I really like the idea and want to stick with it. And then some more assets as we go on, but got to get the funds for that first, you know what I'm saying? Now for the credits. I gotta say, I'm loving it. I'm loving it like McDonald's. Makanyan, for my model itself, did a phenomenal job. And it's kind of reverse. Maka's the papa in the R's, and then Shui is the mama. Usually, I think it goes like the opposite, but in this case, it's inverse. And I'm not gonna. It's all right with me. I'm looking forward all for it. Yeah, they did amazing jobs. Maka, I couldn't thank them enough. It's been absolutely amazing working with them, and I have a few other things that I'm working in the background, maybe with them. We'll see. Darken, thank you for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoy your time here. And then both of them, they're all pretty much together in Armin's comms. They do a great job. If you're ever in the market, go right ahead and talk them up. They're always open for my idea of it. Then we're gonna be moving on to our little logo that we have going on. So this was actually a little co-op or a collaboration with Maka and Uwa Media. They both did a phenomenal job. Maka did the little crest, as you can see on the model here, and Uwa Media did all the rest with the concept design and whatnot. And they did a phenomenal job. I couldn't be any happier with what they actually did with it. It's absolutely crazy with the kind of concepts they were able to work with. So completely amazing jobs there themselves. And it didn't stop right there. I also was able to get them to work with the credits. So the offline screen, or not credits, Jesus Christ. The offline screen that we got going on, you don't see it right now since I'm live. But when I'm not, you'll see it. Is the amazing job that they did as well as the little fancy starting soon thing. I kind of want just to have it for the future, and honestly, I'm super happy with it. I'll probably get back in touch with them for anything else that I have interested for. So they did a great job with all of that, and I would highly recommend if you ever are in the market. Moving on to the other different assets we got going on is the starting soon screen. So we had, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, 364ing01. He did a great job with the art. And then Jojo Kyun did hang on. I'm doing the disservice with Jojo Kyun. I'm just going to, here, hang on. There we go. Perfect. So Jojo Kyun did amazing job with 364's art. It's absolute magic what they were able to do. The way, the flow, the bird flips, and then the art itself has just been phenomenal, and I'm completely happy what they were to do. Would recommend if you have the time for it. I know 364 is definitely busy with all the comms he's getting, and Jojo Kyun is. I don't really want to give him to everyone else if that makes any sense. I hope that you kind of get what I mean with that. Anyways, moving on to credits for the BRB. You haven't seen this yet, but you kind of see it in the top, I guess you could say. Is Flea did the art, and then Z Suno Works did the motions for it. They, like I said with the previous one, did absolutely amazing work with that one as well. So if you're ever in the market again, go right at them. Give these guys the work that they need. I highly recommend it. I don't really know what else to say except just keep on going to them and calm them. Like, just give them your money. It's not that hard, forehead. And then, probably, how am I going to do this one? I guess I could do this. So, you can't really see it right now, but let me just, yeah. Yeah, that back there, you see, I'm pointing to it. You can't really see it because the model and the magic and the stuff, you can't really do all that magic with it yet. Maybe. We'll see. That right up there, right up on my head. Yeah, that was Evening Lights. I love what he did. He did phenomenal. He did everything I asked for, and I couldn't be happier. Yeah, they did amazing, and I couldn't be happier with what they did. They were so good that I actually went, hey, you know what? Could you please animate it as well? And you know what he did? Look at that. Look at the trees. Look at the sunlight. That's all great. It's immersive. Could you imagine that being static and I didn't go back to Evening Lights? He made it even better. How about that? Anyways, all right. So now I just want to say, this one has been absolutely amazing. Moving to the next one. Let me just do this. Yeah, that transition was all Ruck X. I don't know if you know who Ruck is, but he's definitely going to be huge in the industry. I mark my words. I'm going to definitely say, hey, I got a comp from him in the past, because he's going to be definitely in the major leagues in the future. Marking it right down. I'm willing to make a bet with that. And then lastly, wait, no, not lastly, but for the main assets, kind of lastly, you know what? Actually, hang on. I can move right back up here. There's no more double. There we go. Now, second to lastly, I guess you could say, is the assets, the alerts, the panels that you see. That was all done by the amazing Rizami. He did a great... Oh, god damn it. There was something in the way. Hang on. Hold up. There we go. All right. Yeah, no, he did those right over there. He did a great job. I gave him the branding graphics that Uwu gave me, and then he just, he just went off on it. Absolutely perfect. I'm not going to complain. I can't even complain. Everyone I can't complain about. It's kind of the same thing moving through and through. I don't know if I just got super lucky or if they're all just super, super amazing. Anyways, last but certainly not the very least, profile pic. It's, you just see it here on Twitter, you see it on Twitch. But you know what? It's a huge thing. It is a major thing because that's usually the first thing you see for someone. So you had to go with someone great. And who couldn't go with more than the lovely Levath6. Did absolutely great with it. Banger job. I wish I could actually have the full body picture for the profile pic, but you can't. We don't have the tech for that. Or maybe we do. It's a preference thing for major tech companies. I don't know. But yeah, no, Levath did a great job. He was actually the first person I commissioned ever since I got the model from Maka. So definitely a huge thing I'm remember throughout my streaming career. And with that, I think that's pretty much it for the power slides. Thank you all for coming to my lovely TED Talk. It was great talking with you. There's some refreshments on your exit on the way out to the left. Take that one of those when you're out. If you'd like to stick around, we might do a little bit more. I don't know exactly what we got going on, but certainly got something going on. There's definitely a few things I want to think about. There's a huge amount of things I want to do right now. Not gonna lie, huge amounts. There is, I don't know if you guys know, like I said, there's Dark Tide. Yes, this is a merchant's guild, but we are also going to hire adventurers because how else are we going to get that loot and bang? You know that? Oh shit, thank you, Waps. I didn't actually see you follow. That's great to hear. Thank you for following. I hope you enjoy your time here. But yeah, I don't know exactly what you guys want to think about. There's a few options I have played out for it. So, like I said, there's Dark Tide. That I want to play. I haven't played the update yet with the Greatsword and the Zealot. I'm a huge Zealot fan for the Dark Tide. So, I'm definitely down for that. Another thing which I actually am completely addicted with right now is RuneScape. I don't know if you know of that word. Ah, yes. Artoria is actually one of my best friends IRL. So if you're a friend of him, you're definitely a friend of mine. Greatly appreciate you coming along. Yeah, RuneScape. Yes, Leagues has been my life for the past week. Literally every single day. I could have worked out the kinks for what I had planned today, but I got too addicted to Leagues. Short? What do you mean short? Hang on. Is this short? Wait, oh no, wait, no, that's not. I didn't mean to do it that way. I didn't mean that way. Who are you calling short? My guy. I am a proud 5'11". How'd you know? I'm a proud 5'11". Anyways, I'm gonna kind of groove past that. I didn't mean that to happen. Yeah, no, there's definitely Leagues has been my whole life. I had things plans that I was going to be trying to work out the kinks for today, but Leagues just took up my life and I can't actually move forward with it. So that is my whole life. But That's the option. And then option 3 is we're going to be doing Mountain Blade. There is a mod that I've been enjoying since it came out back in like 2014 or something like that. That is absolutely banger. And I would love to introduce you to it. It's called a little game called Perisno. If you ever heard of it, if you played Mountain Blade, you're my friends through and through. And I would never take any takesy backsy for saying that. And then the last option is some Halo and custom games. I absolutely love that. I usually play that every week with my friends, so I'd be down to play that right now. So between that, Dark Tide, RuneScape Leagues, Mountain Blade, and Halo is the kind of options I think going forward right now. So take your pick. We're definitely going to be playing one of those here in the next 10 minutes or so. I am not. No. Well, you know what? Artoria, I don't know if you could classify yourself as short. All right. So let me just intro you to my little party I got going on Dark Tide. So we got my one true king, Cornelius. He's definitely my favorite out of the 4. I hope you get to know him. He's definitely a lover of the Emperor through and through. And we got Sheev. I don't know if you know who Sheev actually is, but I tried do a little build for that. Didn't know really go great. I don't think I'm probably gonna go with the same kind of build originally with it, but definitely interesting one. Overall, I'd probably say I'm not really a Psyker player. Then there's Krellis. He's Kriegsman. Can't really go wrong with the Kriegsman. And then there's Crumb. He's a lovely, adorable little man. Crumb loves his Emperor. He loves his boys through and through, and he loves his rations. We might play through him right now, but definitely with this update right now, it's definitely going to be Cornelius. Oh yeah, that's right. There's also there's been a endgame content for this game as well. I forget what it is all about. Report to Commissar Duquesne. Yeah, that.
Awake at last, are ya? Good.
It's like super endgame difficulty stuff with this stuff. There was Auric missions after you reach level 30. That was alright, but now that there's this, it's supposedly harder.
I am Commissar Duquesne of the glorious 53rd, and you are no soldier. Not yet. This is a war zone. And whatever your master believes, war is the province and the pleasure of the Astra Militarum, not the Inquisition. Should you wish to make a difference to Atoma's fate, and prove yourself to the Emperor, I will give you the opportunity. It falls to you to prove yourself worthy of this honor, or die a martyr's death in the striving.
I gotta be honest, that's already been the case. Require you to complete Maelstrom mission to prove. What do you mean I have Maelstrom missions? You have to do it now with the update? All right, we'll try that here in a sec. But in the meantime, where is it? There it is. Oh, I don't have that much money though. Shit. I actually thought I had a lot of money for this because I was just gonna go straight up to level 20 for the weapon. All right, we're gonna maybe do a little bit of warm-ups. How about that? If those you don't know what Darktide is, it's pretty much Left 4 Dead in the Warhammer universe. If you ever played Vermintide, it's the exact same thing. It's by the same developers and also a same amazing job as the previous ones. Vermintide is fantasy. This is 40k if you don't know either of them. Yeah, let's do Heresy just to warm up. Cornelius, he's a two-hander through and through. So before we had the power sword, we had the eviscerator. And this thing slaps. I love this thing. I should have showed my build. Cornelius is a tank build. Straight up, whenever he hits, he just gains toughness. I know that's kind of like a noob move, but it's relatively, I personally think, a good survivor for the higher levels. I haven't played too many orcs. I've survived one Auric Maelstrom, maybe two, but I mainly do Heresy and Damnation levels, and it seems to work just fine. Okay, so we're on the surface. These are actually my favorite because it's
shall protect us in this den of filth and corruption.
I just spoke over Cornelius too. I greatly appreciate that myself. Cornelius has a beautiful voice.
This is one of our more dilapidated districts.
Enough chatter. Head out to flow control.
If we work as a team, we will survive.
Yeah, just going for the head is the easiest thing with this weapon. Oh, there's a trapper. So the major thing in this game, I hate those guys. They are the absolute worst, and you're going to probably come to see that eventually later on here. They pretty much will trap you, and you can't do anything about it. Like that right there. We don't want that anywhere near us. Oh, that's great. Can I get that? And that's a flamer. I don't want them anywhere because they just go straight to the health. There's a burster. Okay, there's a lot to explain right now if you're completely new to the game. Welcome to Darktide. There's a lot going on, especially at the higher levels. And, the dog. The dogs and the trappers are the things that I really like in this game because they really oh, it is? Okay, give me a sec. Get that in there. Get our rage getting built up. We're gonna get some health back. This is nothing. I'm fine. We got this. There we go. I forgot I changed the game capture audio settings, so it was definitely my fault on that. I had everything set up and then I made a few changes and then I completely forgot about it. So hopefully it's a little bit nether. Is it better now? All right. Now that it's died down, are we all good? We all Gucci? All right, perfect. I'm sorry about that. I changed a few settings like maybe 2 hours prior to that, and I completely forgot about the audio settings. So I'm glad that's actually been fixed. I was probably really loud, so if I bothered your ears, I apologize.
We ragtags alone are surely not the Imperium's sole plan for reclaiming.
Look at that beautiful voice. He's so good.
Blind eye is what the authorities do best.
Quick warning. The heretics have flow control locked down. Might get a bit unpleasant in there.
Okay, so when you hear that, that means there's a lot of dogs coming. And that's a charger. That's another crusher. Those are the one-hit KO kind of people. You don't really be near them. I hear a lot of doggies right now. I don't know where they're coming from. Oh, there they are. Yeah, that's a lot of dogs. You gotta be... Oh, no. And that's a bomb. This is bad. Get that out of the way. And we're good. Okay. Little hesitant there at first.
Such a relief, sibling.
Yeah, I'll take it. I don't really like trying to take the health. I usually try to leave it, but if I'm the lower, then I guess it makes sense. And that's a trapper. So you see what he did right there? That is the worst thing in this game, because you can go down in an instant from it. Don't like them. Get out of here. Get that gunner. And then what I have for the range is the bolt pistol. I used to go for the Magnum, but the Magnum was kind of considered the meta. It's kind of good to move away from that, in my opinion. Because then you can't just have like... Oh! You don't really want those to explode your face, just saying. Those are some gunners. Relatively easy to take out, but they are really a pain from a distance. That's a Dread Tox Bomber. They use some farty gas. You don't want to be in that. Yeah, I definitely want to try and find some people to play this with, because so far it's just been solo. A lot of my friends aren't really into the 40k universe, unfortunately. So getting a crowd for that would be amazing. Get out of here. Oh, that's a loud crowd. Oh, I see you. Get these guys. I heard a shotgun somewhere. That's a dog. Anything up here? No. I will guarantee you right now, this is probably maybe not the best, now that I think about it, the best game to start up with, because it's a very overwhelming aspect. I don't know why it did not go for me. Okay, I did not know that was behind me. But I guarantee it's definitely going to be much more chill once we go over to leagues. Screw you in particular. Oh, those are some guys. I actually have a nickname for mine, and it's the Lawnmower. Overall, it just... Whenever you get to, like, the main, like, mobs of this game, the Lawnmower just takes it out instantly, no matter what level of difficulty. These basic guys. That's a dog. That's a gunner. And don't worry, these dogs are mutated zombie dogs. They're not real dogs, so don't feel bad about them. I hear a trapper somewhere. There's a pox bomber somewhere. Oh! Get out of here. I'm actually getting a little low on ammo, so I'm gonna probably have to look out for that. We weren't doing so hot at the beginning, but now we're pretty much good, so that's good. Oh, that's a boss. All right. Little lore for these guys. Beasts of Nurgles, if you don't know, are actually cutty little friendly boys. They just want to hug you and love you. Not sure exactly if you want that love and hugging. Nope. Alright, there's a lot of elites going on right now. Oh! Nope. Can I get him? Ow. No, I can't. Get that out of here. Oh, that's a Mauler. Alright, he's taking arrows. Did I just say that like we were relatively good before the Beast of Nurgle got here? I think I spoke a little too soon. Why do you gotta say he's just a cuddly little guy? All he just wants to do is hug you and maybe eat you. I mean, that's just the lore of it. It just means that he's playing with you. Oh, someone just died. Yeah, see? He's just playing with them. Don't worry about it. He's out of the way. Oh, there's 2 dead. Alright, it's just me and Gruntilda, I guess. We got this. Like I said, that's the lawnmower. It is great.
What if the freak is a danger to us?
Take that. Is there any ammo nearby?
We are the
I'm gonna check
hammer and
this.
flame of the master.
Told you, Cornelius loves his Golden Emperor. Those are, that's a Rager and 2 Crushers. Get that out of the way. Yeah, 1 hit from those guys and you're pretty much down. So we don't want to get hit by that. Charger somewhere.
There's a bulwark on me.
All right, and there's the dogs. And I got hit. I thought I dodged that. Oh! Dogs are coming up from there, and there's a sniper. All right. That's a lot of dogs. Oh no! My guy, please get me. Oh, thank you. Just get our shields up with that. That's a bomber. This is going to be bad area to be right here in the next second. Right there. There's more dogs coming. Screw you in particular. No. We're even now, guy. Yeah, please kill him. Reapers. Reapers are relatively easy. Oh, wait, Waluigi's in here? I didn't even realize that until now. Yes. Screw you in particular. And there's a bomber coming. Get that out of the way. There's another trapper. I heard you. I'm waiting for you. Get out of here. Apparently, there's also a new weapon with the Ogren with this update too. That is like a slightly machine gun sniper. So I'm definitely looking forward to using that with Crumb. Here, I'll pick that up. That's an ammo crate. We can use that later.
Yes, I haven't used this weapon before.
Well, it comes with the new update, my guy. You're all good with that. Alright, so now we gotta do a little bit of, what would be the right word for this? Infestation, eradication? They're just a little pus balls. Nothing too bad. Oh, that's a lot of shotgunners. See, yeah, you have a little infection going on right there. All you gotta do is just take those things out. And then when you do, these little things, gotta take them out, and then you just gotta take out the little eye. That's all. It's just a little guy, and I missed both attacks there. Definitely meant to do that. What are you doing over here? Support our boys. Let's do a little bit of lawnmower. A little bit of grind set there. And then we got a little infection over here as well we gotta take care of. Just a small little rodent, that's all. With very long tendrils. Can I actually take care of this by myself? I guess we'll find that out. Nope, we got some people. Oh! I don't like that noise at all. That and the trapper's noise are like the major things. Most of the time I've died from those things, and it's just giving PTSD in this game. I know I don't really want to throw that word around, but it definitely got it from this. Oh, that's a Reaper. And that's... Okay, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. Hang on. Oh, hi. Okay. Yeah, you got that taken care of. Alright. Got a flamer coming up. Ammo crate right here. That's great. Got a health we can pick up later. That's a trapper. You're just a regular guy. Charge you down.
Holy Medicaid!
Yes. Cornelius has some of the best lines in my opinion. I just love him so much. But I'm also kind of a golden boy for the Emperor too. Actually, you know what? Next time when there's not so much going on, I kind of want to showcase the servitors. If you don't know what 40k does, they don't really like AI.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to use the Force Greatsword for this thing.
You do that, my guy. All the power to you. The servitors in this game and in 40k, kind of very grim dark. I'll have to showcase that one once we actually find another one. I don't really want to spoil it if you don't know what. Oh, don't want to go in there. That's a crusher. And that's some gas.
Oh yeah, that was just unfortunate.
Oh, that's two of them. Let me see if I can get him. It's just a little bit of sticky gas. If I can get him, that's all good. I hear another one coming though. And there he is. And there's a hound. I don't need ammo. Some ragers. Lawnmower. More ragers. And he's down again. Give me some health up here. It's like, oh, there's a lot of dogs coming. I'm gonna go, Oh, we blocked our path. I was gonna go back over here just to hide them around the corner. And more dogs. Oh, okay. There's a lot of mess going on right now. Get them out of the way. So these things I'm picking up, they're pretty much used for upgrades back when we're at the base. And what I have right now is all max weapons currently, but I'm definitely going to be needing them for whenever I get the greatsword. Oh, hi. That's a lot of them down there. We'll just bring them up over here and do something like that. hear a lot of gunfire going on. Oh, hi. That's a lot of them down there. Just gonna do that. We have the high ground. Probably one knows best. Get a shotgun. And then we'll go right in. Okay, yeah, so there's the servitor. Servitors are pretty, disgusting. Oh, there's a bomber over here. Give me a sec. These are servitors. They are criminals that were on death's door before they got, adopted by the Mechanicus. And pretty much for trading their life in rather than dying, they get to serve the Emperor eternally as either as a microwave, as a servitor for a medical station, as you saw there. Even just being as a power cable, honestly. The Mechanicus kind of gives them a second chance at life, and I don't know if they're going to regret that or if they will appreciate that. I personally would regret it, but that's just me.
It would appear to be a switch.
Yes, it would be. Oh, it's still reloading. There's more dogs. If our teammates actually decide to open up the door at this time, then we're gonna be... Oh, there's coming back in here. Oh no, I got cocky. Alright, we're good to move through now. Now, usually when it comes to this map, there is a something called a demon host here. And usually, whenever you see a demon host, you don't really want to mess with a demon host. And that guy's screwed. There's more dogs. Oh, let me see. Just do a quick swing. And I missed. Anything in here? Ammo. My buddies are going to need it more than me, so I'll give it to them. Screw you in particular, as well as you. Oh, those are two shotties. You know, I kind of question it. How are they able to make a jump like that? I know they're blessed by the Plague Father and all that, but I don't really think that gives you superhuman reflexes. Oh! Nope, 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 nope. I see you. And that's a crusher. I'll take care of you. And there's a lot going on right now. There's two guys down. Oh, health station. Someone tossed it down. That's fine by me. Let me get this down so I can get some of my abilities up. It'll give us more health. This is the perfect time when the lawnmower is really great. And you see this red line? That's a sniper. You don't really want to be in that line. Just saying. I'm gonna grab this. Where are you at, boy? Alright, got him. Yeah, we don't.
There is a rager near me.
That's not a problem.
Back and down the stairs.
This is something of a surprise.
There we go. All right, we're back to golden. That is a lot of ragers, though. You said 1. You didn't say 40. Just gonna do this, and then my teammates can take them all out. Look how many ragers there are. Down. More dogs are coming. I'm gonna go down here. Ow. That actually scared me. I think most of my deaths in this game come from flying off the side rail from explosions like that. And also being mobs by the trappers and the dogs. Alright, I still hear all the dogs. I think they're coming over there. Yep, there they are. Oh god. This is called a pro strat. I don't know how you'd be able to swing that when you're crouched like that though, but I'm not gonna complain. This is the final objective of this mission. We just gotta protect all these little skull drone things. Okay, gotta get some health up. Go down below because our team has these other ones. I hear a trapper. Screw you in particular, especially you. Alright, now we just gotta go around, kill people, and as these little thingabobs start working, they will start acting up, and we just gotta make sure we do a little IT service work on them. Nope, get out of here, dog. That's a trapper and a sniper. Oh, I got scared. I was gonna fall off the map. Good here. All right, you see, this one needs some IT work. Get out of here. Oh no! Oh no! I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Please don't. Okay. I got scared. He's gonna throw me off the map there. Get out of here. I hear a trapper. And I see another sniper. They're out of the way. Our team looks like they're doing the IT service work right now. Yep. All right, good. Some of our guys are down. Let's go try and help them. Oh, he's farther than I thought. He was right around the corner in my eyes. Well, we got a little bit of help for our teammates. Where is that sniper at? I see the red line.
Ran into shotgunners.
We gotta do another IT service work. Let's see if I can do it so I can show you what it is. It's down below. Clear these guys out before we actually go into it. Oh, lovely. And our guys doing it. Damn it. There's definitely going to be a few more times we can try and do it. It's just a little mini game. Relatively simple, but if we had this kind of IT work in the real world, I would definitely take another shot. hear a burster. I don't want to be anywhere near here. Just gonna do this, get some health, and then we can work on a little bit of the IT thing. Alright. So all you gotta do is just line up the yellow button like that. Simple work. I wish IT was that easy in our world. I mean, I guess you can if you just say turn on off and on again. But... oh, that's a trapper. And that's a charger. And that's a flamer. And I got charged again. Welcome to higher difficulties. And that's a burster. I hear a trapper. Keep eyes peeled.
Interrogation approaching completion.
Got that. Nope. Wasn't able to ping in time. They got it. Good. Our guy can get that while we hold these guys off. I'm gonna probably go ahead and purchase the greatsword after this. And then we'll go on a lower difficulty so it's easier to explain all what is going on. Because this was rather sudden now that I think about it. And that's pretty much the end of this. Oh my god, my guy!
Your loyalty is
Run to the end game. We got some more doggies coming. Take care of. Just mow them down.
What's that barrel? To slain.
All right, nice. So that's just the mission of Dark Tide.
Sorry that y'all needed to carry me. GG's.
Let's give him some boost. Yeah, so we got a little bit of money. We could probably... oh, we can purchase actually 3 great swords with that. That's great. Oh, they animated this. Usually this was stationary in the previous update. That's actually pretty cool. That's Cornelius just, you know, praising the Emperor. Can't live without life, or he can't live life without him. Can't blame him. Oh, we got 20 dockets too. That's an extra 2 great swords. So let's go ahead and purchase it. Do we already have one here? No, it does not look like it. Any curios? That's almost good. And this is the big boy that I've been waiting for this update. They announced this back in November, and I've just been waiting for it since. All right, mobility. This is exactly the one I wanted. First strike, perfect. I won't mind that. With that said, we're just gonna go ahead and just purchase 5 more so we could auto level it up some. Just like that. That's good enough. That gives us some money to upgrade the one we just got too. And then one entreat. So this, nope, 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 nope. This one right here. So the reason I want this one is that it does high damage, high finesse, actually max damage, max finesse, max heat management, max power output, and the mobility is at its lowest, but that's all right. just because we already have a lot of mobility as a zealot anyway, so it's not too much of an issue to have that at the lowest tier, at least in my eyes when I was looking at it. So we're gonna go ahead and go upgrade this to max. And like I was saying, when we were collecting things in the mission earlier, that's these guys up here. So this is plasteel and this is diamondite. And that's pretty much what he is to get to transcendent levels of the items here. So we're gonna have that there so we don't forget about it. And then we're just gonna slightly upgrade these to 2 so we can sacrifice them.
Praise the Omnissiah.
Do that for all of them. And we're gonna sacrifice relic blade. Do all of these. That gets us to level 4, which is great. I also sacrifice this. The reason why I'm just buying the power swords from this game is that you actually get a lot more XP right here if you sacrifice of the same weapon type. So you can actually sacrifice this as well, but if I show you there, you only get 2,000 experience with it. Whereas with these, where it's only a basic green, which is like the first kind of upgrade type for a weapon, 9,000. That's great. That's why I bought some of them. So we got up to level 5. That will give us some perks. Go ahead and do that. And what that did is we can go in here into the masteries, go down to the relic blade, and we have these perks right here that we just level up, as well as this down here. So based on us, when we get to level 5, we got these blessings. So 1, 2, 3, up to 6. Actually up to 9, and then we got this perk rank 2. It's not the greatest right now. The main thing we really want to look for those ones is these ones right here. That gives us the best perks available. I don't know if that's the sword I want or not. I'll probably experience it once we get into the game. Okay, so let's see what these perks. Attack speed, that's great. Increased strengths. There's pretty much 2 blessings that I want that are currently on my eviscerator, or the lawnmower that I want. This one right here, siphon, and let's see. No, not critical hit. We want cleave on strike. Cleave just pretty much allows us to mow through enemies easier. And actually, I'm gonna bring that up. Dark Tide, actually, I think is probably one of the better melee kind of weapons games out there. It's not too much realistic where it is like Kingdom Come Deliverance, where you really have momentum with your swings and whatnot. It's kind of a mix of that and Skyrim, and it's like a perfect zone in between because you're able to actually still feel the force, but it's not going entirely through the enemy. Like, some enemies are going to be harder to hit through, and you'll actually show your melee weapon actually stopping on the impact. So what this cleaves does is actually does a little bit more force, so you can actually swing through them, which is great, at least in my eyes. So these 2 are the main perks that I'm going to definitely want for my weapon, but we're slowly going to have to go up to those. Let's just... Pretty much over here, we got to make it up to the level 2. And once we do that, we unlock the blessing level 2 for these. So we're not going to have enough to get to blessing level 3, which is alright, but we'll slowly get there eventually. So we got blessing level 2. Let's see if we can add those to the weapon right now. We can do that as we go over here. What do we have? So when we upgraded the weapon itself, we were able to get these perks right here, as you can see. We were able to get melee hit critical hit damage, which is alright. Unyielding enemies, that's actually really great. The tier 4 is going to be the one I want on there, but with the tier 3, it's only 20% damage. Tier 4, it's 25% damage, so it's a huge big bonus once you actually get to tier 4. And counterattack, gain 8% attack speed for 3 seconds on a perfect block. Hitting at least 3 enemies with an attack, increase your damage by 32. I've seen a lot of people say this is really great. I'm personally not a big fan. I don't really like the glass cannon builds overall too much. I've always been more of a tanky kind of sport, so I guess we'll figure that out here in the sec. I might get rid of the counterattack, though. And for that, we will get Siphon. I like having the toughness just here and there. Wait. Yeah, that one right there. Go ahead and do that.
The work is complete.
So it's 300. That's actually really great. And we'll go ahead and equip it. So now that we're here as well, I could probably go and showcase my build. So this is Cornelius. He's a zealot. He very much loves his emperor. Cosmetics, these are just basic stuff. I eventually want to try and get some of the nice cosmetics. So this one right here has been trying to work too. And there's certain achievements you have to do to get them. So there's cosmetics you can buy in the shop itself, and there's cosmetics you can earn in game. And I dabbled a little bit of both, but for Cornelius in particular, I definitely want to get this for him. It's pretty much you have to go ahead, die, survive the dying, and get up to 25 health. So sounds easy and when it's written down, but like trying to do it, it's really hard to get to that 25%. At least I've experienced it. Here's the build. So pretty much going down, Cornelius is definitely a melee build. You can do a ranged build for a zealot as well, but I like to get right in the front with things. So we're pretty much going to go for damage for the melee, toughness replenishment, toughness replenishment, toughness replenishment. A lot of toughness replenishment. I really love tanks with them. Get the Blades of Faith. That is pretty much an easy snipe for the unarmored enemies, so it's great there. Toughness, toughness, melee damage, movement. Actually, now let me just summarize it. The three biggest things for this build is toughness, melee damage, and melee speed. So I'm pretty much able to swing my sword willy-nilly, like a lawnmower, I was saying. And it's kind of just, the more kills I get, the more toughness I get. So it's a perfect cycle. Already got it attached. And then, we're not going to do Heresy. We'll kind of just slow things down. And do Malice, just so we can maybe showcase a little things a little bit better. Because once you get to Heresy and Damnation, it's very much, what's the right word? Hectic. I guess you guys seen that. Yeah, we got a lot of guys just loading up their characters, which is fine. Usually once you get to level 30, that's when you usually go for the Heresy and higher.
Tertian can't fight without a sustainable water supply. So guess what the heretics have gone after? The heretics have taken control of a storage silo. You can bet that's where the trouble is. Drive the demon out, and if the Emperor wills, we'll get drinkable water in the hive again.
Speaking of drinking water.
That's such slurry.
Okay.
Potable water. Praise be to the Master's
So let's see. Swing it like that. It's a little bit slower than the Eviscerator, but I won't mind. Okay, so when you're running, you can actually do like a little stab animation. Like so. When you're just standing idle, you do side swings. This is great. Is there a... Okay, yeah, there is. If I hit the special attack... Perfect, okay. Power attack is whenever you charge it up like that. Good to know. And it slowly... Wait, hang on. If I charge it up? Okay, yeah, when you have it charged up, it will slowly go up on that meter in the center. Good to know. Get that guy out of there. Alright, I'm gonna have to learn this moveset a little bit more. I usually like doing a lot of side swings. So like the piercing where you don't really have much area of effects is something I gotta get used to. So in addition to having not so many enemies, you actually do a lot more damage as well. So The reason why it seems like this is relatively simple is all just because we're on a lower difficulty. Where are you at? I see you.
Thy hunting is ended, sniper. Slay the gunner!
And you're down. Yeah, so there's a lot more smooth sailing here. I missed both of those? I missed 3 of those. Oh, that's terrible. Nothing there. Does that look like a person? I know it's a dead body, but it looks like it was standing up. Okay. I ran right into that dog there. Pick this guy up real quick. It's actually a little comfortable not dealing with so many enemies. Okay, I will notice though, the reach with this weapon is insane. It is definitely far better than the Eviscerator in that regard. Pick that up. Servitor. Pretty terrible. Oh, okay, so this is one of the side objectives. I actually didn't even know this was going to be here. Whenever you have the... Oh, that's a plague ogre. So, we saw the, one of the bosses in the previous missions. This is another one. This is more of a high tier, or a faster unit, that can easily push you off of maps. Like that. Like that. So he doesn't have as much health as the other one, but he is certainly able to knock you off the map and instantly give you the KO. So you just pretty much, with him, you got to be mindful of where you are. Oh, that's a sniper. Ammo for the boys. There you go. I do like with the running animation where you're pointing forward, you're able to do a easy power attack. I mean, it's 40k. I think it just goes hand in hand with 40k in all retrospect. Also, this is Nurgle. So the KO... Actually, no, now that I think about it, there would be even more blood if this was Khorne. But Nurgle is just pretty much all disease.
Heretics have been vanquished. This world will rise anew.
Oh. And that's another boss. Okay, so this is the 3rd boss in this game. And it's pretty much a mix of the both that we've seen. Like that. Just gonna ping my guys. Give a quick thank you. So what the Chaos Spawn is a combination of high health as well as able to do that move that I showed you earlier. Okay, this power attack is actually really insane. I'm gonna love this weapon. Get out of the flames. Up high. Oh, everybody's going down.
Veteran, the master of mankind calls thee to fight on. Anyone help me?
I'm helping you up now. Load here. So those are pretty much the 3 typical bosses. I hope to see if we could try and find a demon host. I don't know if I want to activate it with this team in particular. I don't know if they would have the experience to handle it. But think a bit of, for the demon host, if you ever played Left 4 Dead, it is the equivalent of that. Alright. Oh, would you look at that? It's an ambush. I definitely did not see that coming. That's a gunner. Take that out. There we go. Got some flames going at the end there now. Once it turns red over here, we're gonna have to worry about some enemies popping out over there. That's why I'm kind of turning back here and there. Yeah, I hope you kind of understand how between this difficulty and Heresy that we were on previously, it's definitely a huge difficulty curve. Alright, so now that these res lights, we're gonna have to worry about them jumping down from here. And that door there. So... yeah, I have to get used to the new, slower swing speed. It is what it is. I definitely want to make this as my primary, though. Oh, I hear a trapper. Coming down? No. No, we're all good. Did I thought I heard a trapper. Alright.
We'd do better to take back the turrets.
Better to know where they are. At least that's Rannick's theory.
Anything down here?
You think that's the best course of action?
No, we're good. Plasteel. Oh, a lot of plasteel there.
I heard whisper of it at the Enforcer's Bastion.
Okay. So we're gonna have to make our way over here.
Yes. It means we are in hell, charged with bringing the Emperor's light to those who have it not.
See, look how faithful Cornelius is. These are little things you can pick up during the mission that'll give you additional plasteel, as you can see. Oh, and I just actually got a penance for that. Penances are kind of little points you can get through a mission that will allow you to get different armors. I'm trying to get a certain armor. Oh, just ready for ammo yet. And it's a gunner. It's another gunner. It's another, and I missed. It's another gunner. Everybody got it.
This hollow statue is a sign. Even here.
That's a lot of shotgunners. Nice. Nothing there. All right, we're good to move on.
Smite every disbeliever without mercy, for they have turned from the Master's light.
I don't know if you noticed, but Cornelius really loves his Emperor. Yeah, I hope that's going to be a difference once we actually get the maximum damage up.
A most holy grenade!
Oh, there's another one of those Easter egg things. Oh, I'm the only one who needs ammo. Okay. We're all good there. Doggy's coming. Missed terribly. We got that gunner. So those like the kind of noises you hear kind of pretty much is just a way for the game to tell you that there's someone behind you and they're about to do damage to you. That's why I knew turn away right there. Hi, guy. You didn't see any of that. Oh, that's a Rager. Or no, that's a Mauler. Just give me the knife for once, please. Gonna need some more ammo here soon. Yeah, I'm the one with the lowest. The nice thing about Dark Tide is that it does, and there's mods that even make it further. You're able to see all your packs or effects with your teammates. So if you look at the bottom left, you could see mine, you could see our teammates there, and then you have like the grenades. Mappy has at least 1 or 2 grenades used up, so that's why it's yellow. And then all the other ones are white, so that means they're pretty much all good in those regards. They're almost close to maximum. And then eventually if it shows red, that means that they're in dire straits for getting a resource. So that's why I'm pretty much all good for taking these resources without worry. Always good to be a helpful teammate.
Tis the first step on the road to disappointment. Good thing that faith will see us through.
So this is the water plant. I don't know if any of you would be interested in drinking this water, seeing stuff like that. But that's 40k for you. Especially, oh yeah, especially when it's these things here in your water. Would you want to drink this water? Just gives a little spicy flavor. Look at the boy. Oh, he's just a little thirsty.
Die, pestilent filth.
Like, look how green the... Oh, and look at this. Look at this in the water, too. Oh, it's just beautiful. Oh, I should probably be... Don't you just want to have some nice, healthy water? I feel slow. There. What do you think these are too, by the way? They look like eyeballs, but like they're not perfectly spherical. Alright. So apparently this thing is gonna purify all of this stuff that's in the water right here. I don't know how it's gonna do that, but let's just do its magic. Magic, I mean. Jeez. And that's a doggy. Also, now that I think about it, you also have all these lovely individuals that it's gonna go into the water as well. This is gonna be a very spicy water, I feel. Take that out of the way. Just gonna harness my book. Oh, hi. Don't want you around. Take that out. Take that out. Pretty much all good now. Boy, I can really take it easy on this difficulty. I missed. You see, that wasn't hard at all. There was hardly any hordes. Yeah, I really need to get that damage boost. There's the exit. What you doing, guy? Take an arrow. Look at Cornelius. Got 2 levels there, so we get more points. Do we have... Hang on. How can we see those missions? Okay, there it is. Complete 8 missions, killed 1,000 scab with melee. How did I not get that yet? I feel embarrassed. So, when we were destroying like those Easter eggs, those green things, we unlocked a penance right here. And that's where you come over here. This is pretty much, you've been, what's the right word? The Imperium doesn't like you. Even though you're a loyal citizen, the Imperium does not like you. And for that, they've, I wouldn't really say excommunicated you, but they kind of did. And this is just your way to atone for it, eventually, so you can get back into the Emperor's grace. So you just kind of like do these kind of different challenges for it. And we just completed that one on that previous mission. And then, so we have another heretical idol. Those are those green things that we just completed the previous one. We have to do Metal Fab 36, and we have to destroy 1 more with those. And pretty much, these are kind of like the objectives you do in the mission itself that aren't really particularly called out. Just kind of there in the side.
Please.
And eventually, what I want to do is I want to try and get up. So I already have 2,470 points. I want to get to 3,500 for this armor, because that's the main piece I want to have for Cornelius.
I think there's some...
Next thing we want to do is masteries, relic blade. We unlocked 2 levels, and we just got the new weapon as well too. So we can actually give that a go, see how it's like. I don't know which one is the one I wanted. One of them was a little bit better for large hordes, and another one was like specifically for like a duelist, going for all the elites and bosses. I kind of want to just go for like the hordes. We're gonna also upgrade it up a little bit more by purchasing more of these, because we have a little bit of money.
Purchase authorized.
Let's do one more. And we'll go over here and treat it. Upgrade it once. Only takes 109 class steel. That's hardly any issue at all. We have 6,000 of it.
And what do we have here?
Concentrate. That was only 93. So I guess it basically depends on the cost of it based on these stats here. Okay. And we'll go over here and sacrifice. Relic blade. Looks good. Take these out. We're level 9 now. So that's 2 additional levels. That's great. Go ahead in here. Gives us 3. Oh, that's just enough to get to level 3, but we won't have enough to get level 3 blessings. Ironic. Okay. Next level up, though, we will have... Looks like we might be able to get up to level 11, which will give us to where we're currently at. We'll really be able to do a lot of upgrades once we get to level 14 and 15. So that's probably going to be maybe 2 to 3 missions. I can't really afford to purchase it right now, unfortunately. We're getting there. I think also we'll probably do maybe 1 or 2 more missions, and then I kind of want to move over to leagues because I want to do a lot of tasks. I'll do a little bit of explaining of leagues later once we get into it, though. Look at that. So the Psychers also got a great sword. It's pretty much like a we pretty much have the how much I don't really like it. The Zealot has more of the boss greatsword, and the Psychers have more of the mob greatsword. So they are able to do like this giant force push, which does a huge amount of damage in a large area, and we don't get that. And it's understandable because they're witches, but give and take. What did I say? I was kind of preoccupied. Oh, shoot. I forgot to switch to the other weapon as well. I'll have to remember next time.
I trust the manufactorum remains offline.
Regrettable.
Those are our boys.
The filth of unbelief impedes our progress.
I imagine the strike team will attend to the matter.
Okay, that reach actually is insane. I don't know how I hit the barrel down there, but I guess I'll have to take note of that.
The workers here commit no crime. The overseers, however.
I should actually try and practice taking out the elites with this rather than going for my gold pistol. Oh, now's a good time for that. Not bad. Once we get the actual damage, it'll be really great. Power it off. I don't know what happens if that turns red. Oh, there's a little bit more horde here than the previous edition. Don't want you. Anything over here? Some grenades. that.
There's some small joy to competence, is there not? We have found a switch.
Nothing there.
Stop for nothing. I want the secret of Mobius zero, not execution.
Push the barrel.
Vicious timing on our part.
Some of our buddies found those Easter egg things. 40K. Yeah, these great swords seem like a banger. Only when you charge it up, though, it seems. Like, they're good for the basic. Oh, I want to try this. Oh, that does feel great. Yeah, this reach is insane. I'll take that. That's a healing. And I don't even need any health. Wow, look at that. Look at this. This is insane. You could do that with a great sword. And then the bubble shield. Uh-oh. Yeah, look at that. Do you see that? That was the ability of the Psyker Greatsword. I'm a little jelly that they have that. Oh, why'd you gotta move every single time? There we go. Yeah, turning it on is a great feeling. I've played a little bit of it, not as much as Dark Tide. I've seen that there's a Necromancer that came out last year, and that's really itching me to play it again. But it hasn't enticed me. I kind of want to get some buddies to play with it first. Yeah, Vermintide 1, I don't know if it's in Vermintide 2 yet, but I don't know if it's like an official mod or if it's actually through the support of Fat Shark. But Vermintide 1 has it, so it's like similar to Let's 4 Dead, where you get to play as the zombies. You get to play as the rats. The Skaven. And the clips that I've seen with it is actually pretty funny, because it's definitely a game that players should have never been able to play as the Skaven. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, rats? You don't like the bighorn rats? Yes.
No offense, varlets.
You don't like the bighorn rat?
Hast thou imbeciles forgotten our mission? To the slaughter!
Was that a boss? No, which is it? It's a gunner, though. There's a lot of these things now that I notice. Usually I just have like my brain off and I just willy-nilly destroy these things all the time. There's actually a lot more than I thought there was in each mission.
Metaphysical contagion in retreat. Continue.
I think I have to press the button. I forgot to. Yeah.
It is a little blood and pain when so much is at stake.
Oh, power source. Whoa! How did that guy do that? That was crazy. Nothing over here. Here. Yeah, I definitely want to get that damage boost whenever I can. I hear it. 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 Where is it? Oh, hi. I hear you. I hear you. Where's the dog? There you are. You're telling me I couldn't get the reach for the dog there. I thought I would be able to. Oh, lovely. Get some health in here. Perfect enough for both of us. I'll gladly take it. Let me reload as well. Ooh. That greatsword seems really great as a Cypher. It might actually make me want to play as Sheev again. Out of all of the builds, Sheev was definitely, or the Psyker, was my least favorite, unfortunately. But that might change with this, because that just looks super fun to play. Annette, thanks for the follow. Greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoy your time here. Oh, our guy's getting cornered here. And didn't even matter to me. Let's see. I definitely think once we get the damage boost with this, this will be just as good as the lawnmower. But so far, it's just... it's a little bit of wanting more. That's a lot of gunners. Okay. Hang on. Help some. Health boost. Yeah, once you get surrounded by gunners and on four sides, that's when it can be a little rough. Take that out of here. Yeah, once you get that damage boost, it's gonna be insane. I'm surprised we haven't found a single demon host yet. I really wanted to show you guys what those were. Oh, Trapper. Get out of here. Okay.
The heretics are dug in!
Yeah, once we actually get on Heresy with the Power Sword, that's when we can get the real test going. And I can really rate it then.
It will be restored. It must.
I actually didn't think I was gonna get that in time. Oh, hi.
Tools to tend a battered body.
Yeah, I'll take two. They can have that. You're not gonna take it? Okay. We're going this way.
Destroy the metaphysical blight. Let power flow to where there is need.
I kind of forget what the objective is for this mission. Oh, that's right. This is the forge. So this is where we're getting all our weapons. Again, they have these little tentacle things here as well. Oh, I almost fell off the cliff there. Now that I think about it, Nurgle is the god of disease. And here we are. We're out fighting all of this. With no, like, face masks or anything. How are we not, like, instantly dying from giga cancer? I played this game for, like, over 100 hours. That thought just came to me. Like, Cornelius does not have a face mask right now. He's just literally going in. It's just the power of the Emperor holding him in place. But, like, whenever you're just looking here, look, if I hit this. Oh, not right here. Once this blows up, all of that's going right in Cornelius's face. How is he not, like, instantly getting, I don't know, every single disease and STD imaginable in one, like, slurp of that? That's crazy now that I think about it. Here, casually climb the ladder as our escort. There's a flamer somewhere. Oh! Hi.
Fire drag extinguished.
He's just like that, I guess. Does he just take pleasure in it, I guess? That would be Slanesh, wouldn't it? No, Papa Nurgle does love his boys. I guess there is a little bit of pleasure there. There's a Rager.
Well done, varmints.
Power this boy up. This feels great once you actually power it up like that and it just decimates everything in front of you. That's a great feeling. Doesn't last long though. I wish it did. Oh no. Let's just help our boy.
I call upon thee, master.
Acceptable performance.
That was a relatively fast mission.
Extract.
Another righteous duty fulfilled.
They're in cover!
Seek their eyes.
Nice. All right. I think we'll probably stop there for here today, and then we're gonna go over to leagues because I got a lot to get done. That one. That one's gonna be a lot more chill too, so I think it's gonna be great to end it on.
What a cretin I've been. Apologies.
The look of the power sword is so good too. I always enjoy the eviscerate on the side, but the power sword just looks even greater. I have a keen like when it comes to great swords. Even though I probably would never be able to like handle one in person, it's just great to know that they exist. Oh, great. I was kind of hoping we were going to get a power sword there so we could upgrade it even more. And we didn't have enough to upgrade twice. Damn. Unfortunate. Oh, did we get a penance as well? I didn't even notice.
Let me guide you in the act of penance.
Oh wow, that was actually that one penance we were just talking about. That was the metal fab mission, I guess.
Never give up, pilgrim.
All right. I think we will call it there, and then we will move over to leagues. So if you just give me a sec for that, I'll set that up, and then we'll be right over for that. Okay, so now we got that up. Let me just pull it up now. There we go. Oh, good. Let me just lower the volume just to be safe as well. I don't think it's going to be too much issue with RuneScape, but you never know. Oh, Monkey, thank you for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy your time here. You just missed us off of Dark Tide. We're just moving over to RuneScape now. This is Leagues, by the way. If you guys haven't or don't know about RuneScape, there's a certain event that they do every year, and it usually starts around, I would say, maybe I think it was last week. I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday. So it was probably the 28th or something like that. And what it is that RuneScape is a very grindy game. You have to do a lot of certain stuff to get XP. For example, combat, if you do one hit, let me just do something real quick. We'll go to Lumbridge real quick, because that's the easiest spot I can think of. We'll just randomly attack this innocent man. So, actually, that's not a good example. Is there a rat somewhere? There's a rat usually right here. Okay. This rat, 2 hits. That was 256 XP attack or strength. In the base game, that would have only been 8 XP. So if you compare 8 and 256, that's a huge difference. Now, the other thing about it is that whatever happens during leagues, it does not roll over to the main game. This is just a set event that happens on a few servers. And you pretty much go ahead and you have to go ahead and complete these certain tasks right here. I've done a few of them. There's a few that I haven't completed. So like these ones right here. If I go ahead and do complete, actually, there's an easier way I could show this. If I go ahead and look at this, all these green ones are ones I've already completed, and these black ones are the ones I haven't. And what you can do pretty much is during the event, you just go ahead and try and complete as many as you can. You have until the end of January. Oh, Delph, thanks for the raids. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoy your time here. And yeah, it's definitely been work on since, I think it was like July. July has been like when I was really getting everything in ready. And now it's all set in place. It's really great. So thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your time. And thanks again for the support. With that said, with leagues, you have all these different challenges you got to do. And you get the points. And with those points, you unlock these. So right off the bat, you get these 3 choices right here. You have, let me just, I can't even move it. You have Power Miner, Lumberjack, and Ammo Wrangler. And what they do, they give you certain perks. Yeah, Maka fam. I really am super happy I went with Maka. I gotta be honest, when I was contemplating on getting a model set in place, I was really considering multiple different artists. This was like back in, I think, April this year. The moment I saw Quinta's reveal and I saw some of like the Nordic designs with it, it was just like set in stone. Okay, I'll just go with Maka with this. It was like right then and there. I contacted Maka right away. I was like, yeah, we'll get this done right away. It's like perfect. And I am super happy with it overall. You haven't seen RuneScape at all? Well, this is specifically a reason. Leagues is happening. It just started last week. And Leagues is pretty much a different set in stone where everything is ramped up by, like, at the very beginning, I think is like ramped up by 6, all the XP and whatnot. But as you get into the later tiers, it goes up to like times 16 XP. So you're not just going to be sitting idle and like mining iron ore for like 4 hours straight just to get one level. No, it's going to be like maybe 10 levels in an hour. It's so great. But to get to those like upper tiers is you have to complete all these tasks right here. You can see on the right. All these green ones are the ones I've completed, and these black ones are the ones I still have to work on. Now, what you do with those tasks that I was describing or explaining is you have all these different tier relics that you get. And you can see this tier as you slowly get up in points. I've currently earned 17,000 points completing all these tasks on the right. And once you get to certain tiers, you can lock these relics that give you certain perks. So for the first one I got was the Animal Wrangler, and that gives you a harpoon that the game runs in ticks. I don't know if you know that. The game runs in ticks, and what the harpoon does is that as you're fishing, it does less ticks required to actually get a certain item. So like if you're farming sharks in the base game, it could take like literally a minute to farm a shark. In this, it can literally take like maybe a few seconds. Like, you know what? This is a perfect example to show you. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. I don't mind doing that real quick. This is the relic I was talking about. We'll go ahead and wield it, and then we'll go to the shark fishing area. Where is that on here? It's right here. And usually in the base game, it was so bad that they actually gave a mini game just to get shark a little bit faster. But in here, just go right in. Instant right away. That's so great, and I love it. That's why I chose this relic. It's so great. It's a huge time saver. In addition to that, it has a few other perks, if I'm not mistaken. So you also have, whenever you fish something, it goes instantly to your bank. You don't have to go back and forth filling up your inventory. It goes straight to your bank with this relic, as well as has a 50% chance to completely cook it, and you'll never fail with the cooking. I don't know if you've ever like gotten to the point with higher levels with fishing or cooking. Usually it's like a 70% chance that you're going to burn it. With this, it's 100% always going to be cooked. And with that, I was able to instantly get like 99 in like 2 days. It was great. So those are pretty much the relics. As you can see on mine, I went with the Animal Wrangler. The first relic that everyone else was like second popular, I think Animal Wrangler is the most popular. The second one was Power Miner. And what that one is kind of similar to it, but it's just with mining and smithing. And you'd be able to pretty much just take all the ore that you just mined, go right to the bank, and it also instantly just smelts it. So you have to go to a furnace, get all that coal. It's mining and smithing is terrible. But in my eyes, if I wanted to go down the combat route, because I usually, when I play this game, I don't really play it too often anymore. It's usually when leagues happen. I've always just been a big fan of all of the crafting skills on here. So I kind of wanted to go out of my comfort zone and go more so the combat. And with that, I was going to need a lot of fish. I mean, a lot. And as you could see, this is only a small portion of it. These are Kawambans. They're like one of the best eating foods of the game. There is an insane more in my bank. And I would not have been able to get any of this if I got the Power Miner Relic. So the Power Miner Relic was the second most popular in this tier. In this tier, I believe it was a... Yeah, no, I used to play this game a ton when I was in college, and I would always do like my assignments while I was doing the crafting. So it was like I didn't really want to put the time in for the combat. I just wanted to put in the time into AFK all the other skills, so that makes sense. So for the second tier, you have Dodgy Deals, Friendly Forager, and Corner Cutter. These two, Friendly Forager and the Dodgy Deals, are, I believe, the most popular. Dodgy deals pretty much is thieving, and you're going to 100% always get it. You're never going to get caught thieving anything. And I just kind of picked this one because out of these these relics kind of deal with both herblore and thieving. Out of these two, I hate thieving to a core. So trying to get rid of that 100 thieving and not have to deal with any of the backlash was great, and I instantly picked that one. But if you pick the friendly forager, you pretty much any action you did in the game, you're able to get herbs. And with herbs, you can get all these different potions and whatnot that are kind of boosting for combat, for other skillings, which I kind of regretted at first, but we'll get to it later, that I'm not too sorry about it anymore. On the third one, there's these ones. Without a doubt, out of these three, this one right here, the Clue Compass, was the absolute best. And the main reason for that is that with the bank heist, you're pretty much only able to teleport to any of the banks in the game. That's great and all. You can get around the locations, but it's just the bank. It's not really locations for convenient for certain skills and whatnot. Same with the ferry's flight. I mean, you can go to multiple different locations around the world of Gillianer. Like these ones right here. These little blue arrows are all the fairy rings. There's a decent amount of them all over the place. But with the compass, you get a direct teleport to a bank, as shown right here. And let me just get a staff so we can actually showcase it. Where are you? I have to organize my bank. This is terrible. There you are. We also have, where are you? A fairy ring as well. So like pretty much having the compass was like a no-brainer. And I believe most people did take it, but there's like a select few that did it, and I just feel so bad for them. So yeah, you could pretty much go to any location just from those two locations I showed below. In addition to that, let's just do this real quick. I have a few clue scrolls that I got when I was skilling. We'll just open it up real quick. I'll read it. It's going to teleport me right to that location. No willy-nilly traveling, right then and there. And that's so great. I can't fathom why Jagex didn't like think, hey, this is kind of a little OP compared to the other two. I won't complain. Oh, this is that annoying step. I'm just going to skip this. I already have all the tasks for the beginner's clue scroll anyway, so we'll just throw that away. Now for Relic Tier 4, this one was kind of, I've seen on Twitter, it's a little bit 50-50 at first, but now it's like, it's straight up like 90-10%. Golden God is absolutely amazing. Let me just show you the reason for that. Give me a sec. What Golden God does is it gives you 100% free use of high alchemy. So you never have to use any runes with it. And it has like a 65% chance not to high alch the item. So with that combined, it's almost like an infinite money glitch. And from that, I was able to get this. If you aren't aware, in RuneScape, the M stands for a million. That's 818 million gold. All you have to do... Do I have any more items of it? I don't. Let me just do it real quick. I don't mind showcasing it. Let's grab you. We're gonna go to Zenaris. Oh, I need a diamond too. All you really gotta do is, oh, and there's another perk. Whenever you buy stuff, it gets instantly noted. So like you see this right here with the Karam one, That's how it is in like a noted form. If it's not a noted form, it's just going to instantly fill up your inventory. So whenever you buy something, it just goes to that, and you never have to worry about going back and forth to the bank just to constantly buy stuff. But this was how I literally got all my money. I just would go over here, and then there is a shop that sells a certain item that is close to the price that you buy it and the price of high alch in it. Yep, we need 1 diamond. We'll go right through. Jucat. I don't know how to pronounce that. You buy these. So we're just going to do 100,000 gold just to buy one. If we examine it, high alching is 60,000. So let's just buy a few here. Whenever you high alch this, in retrospect, in the base game, you're going to be making a net loss, right? But with the Golden God, you could literally have a 65% chance of not using up the item. Like, it will stay in your inventory. And this will be a perfect example. Like, let me just buy 250 of these. And then we will go back to the bank real quick. And we're just going to hide the money that we currently have, just to showcase how fast this is. So we're going to go ahead right here. High alch. Do that. Yes, it's expensive. I know that, but it's worth it. 69,000. So it also adds a little bit of money off the bat of it too. And we only used one of it, but we already have 200,000. That seems like a net profit to me if I were going to say something. As well as that, you don't have to constantly click back and forth. Like, it will high alch automatically for you. And with that, you're able to make easy bank. But it doesn't end there. No, it goes even further. And I'll show you where that goes. We're going to go back to Lumbridge. What you can do. You could buy stuff with this money. Don't get me wrong. But there's more to it. Where's Lumbridge? There it is. No, there's more to it. You can go ahead and use this money on an altar. And it's going to just give you prayer XP. 2,000 every single time. And it uses like maybe 20k each prayer. But what I just showed you, like, you make that money instantly. Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, this is like money. Golden God is like amazing. I don't know if there's going to be any other relic that just tops this. But there was a close second. And what the close second was Reloaded. And the reason why Reloaded used to be like, it was a 50-50 dead set at the beginning of the leagues. You were able to go ahead and choose any of these relics back here. So like, say I chose Animal Wrangler. You could go ahead and choose Reloaded. And what that did is that it will go either choose Power Miner. You could choose Friendly Forger. One of the previous popular picks. If you were regretting choosing one of the relics you had previously, you could go ahead and choose Reloaded and take that relic. So it seems like it was a relatively easy 50-50 chance right at the beginning of the leagues. But the moment people started realizing Golden God was as OP as it was, it really shifted to like 90-10. So I have no regrets with Golden God. I know people are still happy because they were able to get the Friendly Forager and they got all the herbs they need. But we'll get to that later. Next step, I chose this tier 5 relic. It pretty much, what it does is that each of these specific relics have, they help you out with certain tasks. So let's just go from the bottom and make our way to the top. Slayer Master pretty much allows you to go ahead and any mob that you kill is considered like a Slayer task. So you always get Slayer XP no matter what mob you have. As long as they're like, I believe it was said, as long as it's like an assigned or assignable Slayer task, you're going to get Slayer XP for it. Let me go ahead and I think it would, can I pull it up here? Maybe. which allows you to do like all these like specific Slayer tasks. So like 100 superior Slayer encounters, superior Slayer creatures. It allows you to get these tasks far more easier compared to you had to be assigned a certain mob to actually begin remotely unlocking this. Moving up from that, Production Master. Delph, if you're still here, this would probably be the one where you were just saying how like you never give craft in a game because you're not patient enough. What Production Master does is that it will take all that time and craft them in an instant, like in a second, lickety snap, like that. So if you think about it, that gives you all these XP challenges you can complete. So like you could have fletching, you could have crafting. Oh no, you're good. I'm just trying to explain like all these relics. You're good. All these like I don't think it was hunter, fletching, crafting, herb lore, smithing, definitely. All of those, if you like do one of the actions to craft a certain thing, it will be done in an instant. And people were really going in for that. I believe that's the most popular pick for this tier, if I'm not mistaken. And then the last one is Treasure Arbiter. What this does is it allows you to complete all the clue tasks a little bit better. So you have all these, actually have it in my inventory. You could have the scroll box, the clue scrolls. You have the medium clue scrolls. You have the easy clue scrolls. And then what I don't have in my inventory is the beginner clue scrolls, the elite clue scrolls, and then the master clue scrolls. What the Treasure Arbiter does is that it gives you a 10% increased chance of getting these clue scrolls. And that's an insane compared to what it is. Because what you do, if you, in combination with the clue compass, it allows you to go all around the place completing these tasks. And once you get the casket, completing all the tasks, here, I think I put too much. You get specific rewards. So the perk increases your chances of getting those unique rewards. And with that, I was pretty much able to unlock all of these right here. I didn't get all of them yet. I've been kind of just hoarding all my clue scrolls in my bank so far. I've been waiting on a time to kind of fill them up in the, when I want to turn my brain off kind of thing. But I kind of thought about that. It's like, hey, do I really want to try and farm all these clue scrolls? It gets even better. There's certain tasks whenever you have to do clue scrolls where you have to find or wear certain items to complete the task. And that's great and all in the base game. You can go ahead and go to the Grand Exchange. The Grand Exchange is kind of like the stock market of RuneScape. You can buy whatever item you want as long as you have the money. That's different with leagues. In leagues, you're always an Iron Man. So you can't use the Grand Exchange. You can't trade with people. You can only pick up items that were directly earned with you. So those tasks where you have to wear specific things, and especially when you get to the harder levels, where you have to get like higher tier equipment. So like say you have to wear freaking Torva armor for some tasks. That requires like 80 defense as well as going to a specific boss that is like one of the hardest ones in the game just to complete that task. What this relic does is you can go to any task that requires wearing something, wear whatever you want, and it's fine with it. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go with that. The Production Master is nice and all. Like, I could smith a shit ton of bars, smithing-wise, instantly, but I don't have to worry about wearing dress-up darling all the time. So I just went with the Treasure Arbiter just for this because it's only... Since Leagues ends in about like 2 months time from now, I kind of just want to not deal with any kind of the dress up stuff. And I am not regretting it once. I originally regretted a little bit at first, but not anymore. So those are the threes at tier 5. Tier 6 is pretty much was a no-brainer for everyone. And what that was is you can choose between Total Recall, which would allow you to... Pretty much you could be anywhere in the world. you could total recall to like a bank, and then bank whatever you want, and then you could press the relic that you got, and it will take you right back to where before you like teleport or anything like that. That's great and all, but Banker Notes is like insanely better. What Banker's Note does is any noted item you have in your inventory, all you got to do is like highlight it, use it on the note itself, instantly in your inventory. You don't have to go to a bank as long as you have the notes. Likewise, it can go in inverse, and if you have anything in your inventory, you can note it. Super convenience. If you're out in the field, like Slayer, wood cutting, anything like that, all you literally have to do is just use that item on the banker's note, and you just cleared out your inventory right away. You don't have to go to any bank, and it's amazing. You don't have to do any like holdbacks. So pretty much it has to be like 99.99999% of people chose Banker's Note. If you chose this, I feel sorry for you. Then tier 7, this is where it's kind of like not a lot of everyone has gotten to this point. I just unlocked this, I think, 2 days ago. This is kind of like helping out with resources. So at the very top, you have Pocket Kingdom. This allows you to have a certain system that's usually gridlocked in Relica, which is over here, and allows you to automatically harvest certain resources that are on this island. So this area right here, that's like slightly red trees, you'd be able to like assign workers, and you can get maple logs for a certain period as long as you like fill the coffers up. Up here, you can have like mining, so they can mine coal for you. And then like on the shore here, they can mine fish if that was your thing. Then you have teak and mahogany logs over here, so that'll be construction. And then as well as you have like a farming and herb lore, and that would literally get you just random herbs whenever you want. That's great and all in the base game. I didn't really think it was worth it for the leagues. Next one was the Grimoire. This one is pretty much combat aligns. And what that does is, I can't really showcase it here. What it does is you have different books of magic in the base game. So this one is like the vanilla book. You have like the regular teleports that give you all over the place. You have the high alch with the vanilla. But there's also ones, so there's the ancient magic book that you get in the desert, which is all of the DPS spells for like PvP, PVM. That's the spellbook you use for that. And then you have the other one that was just right where we're at previously with the Relica, the Lunar Isles, that give you... Wait, no, not that one. Lunar Isles. That give you certain resource heavy spells to use. So that would make you like automatically make wood planks out of stuff. Stuff like that where you could just be right at the bank for. You would pretty much be able to go ahead, use that relic. Let me find it again. Use that relic, the Grimoire, and just unlock those spellbooks wherever you are. As long as you have this in your inventory, you could switch spellbooks whenever you want. In the base game, you have to go to those locations just to get the spellbook. And if you wanted to have the vanilla one again, you'd have to go to another place just to unlock it and whatnot. With this, it's like all right in your inventory, which is great. In addition to that, you also have prayers that are locked. Yeah, let me just do that. These high tier prayers, you can only get them if you complete a certain quest and if you're in a certain area. Oh, that's a little teaser for the other relic that I'm about to describe. These prayers, you have to unlock Kandarin, or well, yeah, for this league, you have to unlock Kandarin just to unlock them. And FYI, if you're a candy boy, you pretty much lost. With the Grimoire, you unlock those, and you don't have to worry about that region. Then comes the last relic, which I chose, is Overgrown. What Overgrown does is it takes the most annoying skill in the game, in my opinion, the most annoying skill in the game, farming, and it will allow it so your crops that you plant They will never die. If you have enough seeds in the seed vault that it gives you, this right here, once your plant is fully harvested, it will plant it again, as long as there's a seed in here. In addition to that, there's a 75% chance that the seed does not get used. Now, if you don't play RuneScape, you probably won't understand that, but these seeds are really hard to come by, especially these ones right here. These are the herb seeds. These are what you need to level up herb lore if you grow them. If you have... Oh, wrong place. With these seeds in here, and a 75% chance of these seeds not being utilized when they're planted, you get an insane amount of herbs. Like, I can show you right now. Just getting this relic like a day ago, I already have 300 Ranar, which in the base game is one of the most expensive herbs you can buy, because they can be used to make prayer potions, and those are the ones for combat and whatnot. As you can see, just let me see which one's more expensive actually. 150 Ranar weeds is almost 1 million gold in the base game, but I can literally get that in like an hour. As long as I have more, like a few seeds in here and a 75% chance RNG just plays with my game, that's not going to be utilized whatsoever. And it gives me all the herb lore in the world, so I did not have to regret not getting the friendly forger that we described earlier. So it kind of like negated that issue, and I get to level up both herb lore and farming. These are like my two... I hate thieving, but I seriously hate farming, and I slightly hate herb lore. So that gets two of the most annoying skills for me out of the game, right like that. So that's where I'm at right now. Oh, I forgot. Each of these relics also have a passive. So at tier 1, you have XP that's multiplied by 5, increases loot table drops, all these different perks. And you get all these passive perks for every single, no matter what relic you choose. So this one, tier 2, you get from XP from times 5 to times 8. Yeah, you get double the XP in addition to like so like once you get to tier 3, you had originally had times 8 for combat XP. This allowed you to get times 16 for combat XP. Slayer points from tax, or they give you 5 times the amount of Slayer points. Pretty much what I'm saying is that you get all these passives that are the same for each of these relics at each tier. And they get more powerful as you go up. So I haven't gotten to tier 8 yet. For tier 8, I need to get 7,620 more points. And that's what these things over here are for. I have to pretty much... all of these ones that are still black are the ones I have to work on. And that's what I kind of want to work on today. With that goal set in mind, I was thinking a relatively easy, kind of like no-brainer just to end the day on around to like 10:30 EST time, was go ahead and do some barrows. Oh, you know what? There's actually one more thing now to bring it up. Whenever you're playing leagues, you can only unlock certain regions as you like play on, and you only get to have 5 in them in total. So in the base game, you have Varlamore, Corins, Tirwanod, Kandarin, Fremennik, Wilderness, Asgarnia, Desert, and Mauritania. In the base, like right at the very beginning of leagues, you instantly get Misselin, which is like Varrock, Lumbridge, and Karamja. You get both of these unlocked for free, so you don't have to worry about those. But then you have to make the decisions of, do I want to go to Varlamore? Do I want to go to Fremennik? And each of these different locations have their, like, let's say, pros and cons to them. And they allow you to get certain points easier, skilling easier, all these nuts. I chose to go with Corin just because it was, like, the easiest spot to get. You had farming, you had, what do you call it? The Slayer Caves. You have fire making. It's like, it was a no-brainer for me to get that because those were some of the areas that give you the most like min-maxing in terms of XPs for those skills. In addition to that, Short.
Listen, guy, we're gonna have to talk about this right about a little bit in the future. I'm a proud 5'11", and it's a really great point that I don't think I'm short.
Just saying. That's not a threat. Just mind you, we might have to talk about this a little bit later. Yeah. We'll remember this, boy. We'll remember this. What was I saying? I forgot. Oh, right. So corn was that was my first choice. Then I moved on to Asgarnia, which was pretty much the reason for that was like it gave me all the mid-tier equipment that I want, as well as eventually once I feel a little more confident, I want to get to the God Wars dungeons, and that kind of gets like the mid to late game equipment as well as late game because it includes Torva. Then for my final one, which I'm still a little hesitant on why I got it, I chose Mauritania. And the reason for that was Mauritania has this certain endgame raid called the Theaters of Blood that I've never completed in my life. I wanted to actually give Leagues a try just to complete it. So that's what's my main, I would guess you'd say main goal for this Leagues is trying to get this. And then one of the rewards you can get for that, and I just found this out today, which is kind of like regretting slightly why I chose this place, is that you can get the Scythe. But any of the end game raids in this game, so like you have the Tombs of Masket right down over here, as well as I forget the name of it all the time. You have the whatever this place is with the dragon. You have all these different areas, and you have a small chance to get a scroll. And what that scroll does is that it gives you a choice to choose any of those high tier items from those raids. So say if you did Tombs of a Masket, you could have gotten a scroll, and you could also have gotten the Scythe from the Theater of Blood. So I'm kind of a little bit regretting here and there. I was like, oh, I guess I could have gone that if I did a different region anyways, but it is what it is. I still have to explore a lot of Mauritania. I don't mind the region. It's a little dreary in my retrospect. I don't mind it overall, but don't really want to be here too long kind of thing. But yeah, that's my final location, and we're about to go there right now because one of the tasks we gotta do is get some of the Barrows equipments. And that's what I've kind of been doing a little bit of this already, but I don't have all the full sets. So we're kind of just going to do a little task where I've gotten to a high enough level where I don't really get damaged from it. And we're just going to try and get the rest of these pieces. That way we can complete those tasks. Let's see, we have that weapon. I want to get... Do I have a defender already? Yeah, I do. Okay. We're all good. That's pretty much all we need is right here. Oh, no, we need one more, actually. I'm sorry. Where is it? Clue scroll hard. We'll put that right there. All right. This is pretty much a setup we need. Get a little bit of food out just to be safe. And then we're just going to click this. Teleport. And that takes us right to Barrows. Now, what this was is the clue scroll that asked you to talk to, where is he? This guy right here, Strange Old Man. This clue just requires to talk to him because you need a new clue scroll, but I want to make sure I don't talk to him because if he does, he'll take this clue scroll away and I won't be able to use it to teleport right here anymore. So that's another pro for the compass, I guess you could say. Oh shit, I actually did forget something. Hang on. Or Shiloh Village. I need to get a spade to actually dig in here. Get that in here. And then we'll go right back. And then what you got to pretty much do with the barrows, it's real. It's like, it's no brain activity. Just dig down, go in the tomb, and click. That's all you really got to do. And with a high enough level, you pretty much are just golden. It's gonna do all of it yourself. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, no, there's another thing with leagues. So this is actually recent with leagues. They haven't done this in the previous ones. This is the 5th one that they've done. You have masteries, and masteries are just pretty much additional tasks you got to do in the game, but they don't go to your overall points. What they do is allow you to get a perk to unlock these right here. So you pretty much have like the simple ones right off the bat when you first begin is you like defeat a giant, defeat 100 monsters that have a combat level 100. That's pretty much, is there any? No, there's not right here. That's pretty much this right here. Mine is currently 123, but let's say if we go over here, all of these mini bosses that I'm fighting right now would be considered feasible for this task. Because let's say here, Varrock. Varrock is level 115. You just have to defeat 10 of them. You get another perk. And what those perks do is you can unlock these. You have melee, you have range, and you have magic. All these have like specific, obviously, for perks for those specific builds. So for me, I'm just going to say right now, range was like it has to be the most OP we've ever seen in this game for range, because at the very end, you never miss a shot. And when you get like the late game equipment that could shoot up to like 80 damage, as well as some other works that can go up to like 100 and more, you never missing with those is like instant. Like any end game raid boss will be about done in 3 minutes when it usually could take like 20. That's insane. But I don't want to be a scrub. I wanted to be one that had like I want to go hard. Like let's be retrospect. You could have been a ranger where it just goes just shooting a bolt at something. Or you could go the whole barbarian route and just slap them in the face with a giant warhammer or something like that. I want to go that route. So that's where we are with the melee. I got all the way up to the end here. And what it does is am I fighting anyone? No. We'll go to the next one. It boosts up the speed you are attacking, as well as these things called echoes, which are kind of like follow-up attacks in addition to your like speed up, ramped up attacks. So let me see if I can showcase on this mini boss here. Yeah, this guy right here. I'm hitting a lot of zeros. So that was the other thing with the range, is that at that end here, you would never be seeing these zeros ever again. That's the plus side. I just missed it too. Okay, I whenever you do attack, like you saw like the speed of that, think about every 2 of those in the base game would just be 1. So you're pretty much doing double damage with that alone. In addition to that, there was like little echoes which look like little tiny like blue spear things that fly behind your back and attack additionally. So there's no one here. Let me see if we can watch it. Yeah, these right here, you see that? Those are bonuses, like additional attacks in addition to what you're mainly doing. And they have like a 20% chance of happening based on this final tier right here. You first unlock it, I believe, where is it? Yeah, 10% chance for an echo hit. You get it at tier 2. Once you get to tier 6, it is massively increased. And it's just like instant follow-ups like you saw. And I just wanted to kind of just go the barbarian route because of that. Especially once I get the scythe, it's going to be insane. So once you do that, you pretty much go ahead, do all these little mini-bosses. If you've never done Barrows before, just go ahead, do all these little mini-bosses. And eventually, I actually got lucky. One of these tombs is going to have like an entrance to go to a sub-level. And that's where you pretty much trek through a tiny little dungeon to get to the chest. And at that chest would be the final mini-boss you have to face. So, like, once we go down here, you're going to see you found a hidden tunnel. Do you want to enter? Yes. And what that does is you take this tiny little dungeon, and as you can see, I can't go through this door because that's not the process for me. Can't go through that, can't go through that. I have to go through this one. So I have to trek through, walk around, and all these different mobs that are attacking you What they do is they raise your potential into the base game. That will give you like your chance for higher loot and whatnot. For me right now, I don't really care for that. All I just want is the armor to complete the task. Oh, he actually came early. And eventually, sometimes they'll come out and attack you personally. But most of the time, if you go to that chest over there, if you click on that, that's when they'll spawn. But with the case right here, they'll just come and attack you personally. So now we go to this one right here. Then we have the door to the chest at this point. And then we'll do a little mini game with Runelight. I get the answer instantly because I don't want to deal with that. I'm min-maxing. And you get to the chest. So there's an added benefit with the compass clue. And that is what it will do is you don't have to go through the dungeon or anything like that. All you really got to do is just click the barrage chest here. And it'll teleport you right here. So you don't have to do any of that trekking. Once you kill like 5 of the brothers, you can just teleport that and you're right here in the chest. So you do your... Ooh! We just got an armor piece. I think it's one I already... Yeah, it's one I already have. You just take that chest, and in the base game, you just would teleport anywhere. But with the current setup that I have with this clue scroll and this clue compass, I just teleport right at the very beginning of the game. And it's much more faster that way. So we're going to do it a few more times. We have to get, I believe... Let me see. I have Carol, I believe. Wait, what? Let's see. I could filter this, actually. Just to be Mauritania. Oh, I have Mauritania disabled, that's why. We're going to do that, disable that, and then we could see here. Yeah, I have Carol set. What I need is I have to get Torogs, Verox, Derek's, Guthans, and Abrams. And I believe I have a little bit of all of them, just not the full set. So what we're going to be doing is just pretty much just dead brain, turn off the brain and just do this kind of thing until you get a few of them to complete some of the tasks. And the reason why these tasks are good is they're 80 points each. So once we get these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's going to be 400 additional points that we can knock off this bar. So we'll go on to this next one over here. The reason why I got happy at first was that I was kind of hoping this was another one. This is the armors. This is like the rewards we're trying to look for. Unfortunately, this is one we already have. And it's not going to go towards our ultimate goal, unfortunately. Just go to each of these graves and do each of the kills. That's pretty much the gist of it. So if we can get maybe... I want to maybe do 5 of these runs, and then it's 10 p.m. I might call it quits here soon. It's been 3 hours since I started streaming. Let's see here. I'm mainly trying, hopefully try and get Derek's set, which is, I think, one of the more popular ones in the base game, because what it does is the lower HP you get, the higher your max hit. And I was thinking if I can get that set, it might be useful if I want to do the God Wars, because it allowed me to hit higher. Oh, that's the tunnel that we need. It will let me hit higher amounts for whenever we want to try and get higher tier armor sets over there. But I still need to get, I believe it's the plate legs. I also want to try and get strength all the way up to 99 as well, just to be extra safe. Alright, so that's all of them. Now we're going to go ahead and do... Where is it? the Barrows chest like that. Just go right to the chest. He's going to spawn. We take care of him. Like that. Get the reward. So, ooh. Oh, actually, hang on. No, wait. I think I already have that. Let me double check. Do collections logs. Still, 2 in a row. That's pretty crazy. Usually it's not that common. Bosses. Where's Barrows? Barrows chests. So what we need is we need to get Aram's hood, Torog's helm, Guthin's plate body, Brock's brassard, brossard, I don't know how to pronounce that. Rock's plate skirt, Rock's flail, Torog's hammers. We're almost there. Like, we only have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. But as you can see, like, we're so close to at least getting a few of these tasks. We just need Aram's hood for this one. We need Derek's plate legs. We need Guthin's plate body. And then these last two is the one with the grind is really going to be the major portion. So we'll maybe do let's say 3 more. And then I might call it quits. Because I am getting tired. Oh, don't click on him. I get scared whenever I do that. I know it's like fast enough, but it is what it is. That's the crypt. Do that. Usually in the base game, this will take about like maybe 5 to 10 minutes per mini boss. So this being like a few seconds is great. I'd also have to be doing prayer in the base game too, just because to avoid some of the hits. But based on the perks that I got with those masteries, they reduce the amount of damage I take. Oh my god, stop giving me zeros. And then we're going to go to the chest now. All right, high rules. I don't want the skeleton. Oh, that's terrible. That's worse than normal. That's only 13,000 gold in the base game. That's shit. All right, we'll do 2 more. Simple enough. Mage is probably always going to be the easiest. Derek is definitely the scariest because he can hit all the way up to like 54. And if he hits 2 times in a row, that's me dead. What are you doing, guy? I must have clicked over the hill. Ooh, if you don't want that genie, I'll take it. Eventually, once I complete this, I'm probably gonna maybe consider going to the God Wars dungeon. Because I want to try and get Bandos' set. enough. 2 more. Wait, did I already do this one? Is this the crypt? Yeah, it was. Okay. We'll go ahead and do Derek's. Oh, that was the high hitting I was talking about. It wasn't his max damage, but 38 is still pretty big. Especially when I'm not praying for it. Alright, we're going to go to the last destination. Skip all the humble jumble. Go straight to the chest. Take this guy out. Stop giving me low numbers. Oh my... I think we used up all the luck at the very beginning to get Carol's and Torg's plate body. Because that's just terrible. We'll try one more time. Let's see here. Barack. Seeing those zeros is the absolute worst in this leagues too, by the way. Because that just makes you think, oh, I could have gone range tier 6 and not see any of that. But no, we barbarian here. We're going to go hard. We might not be hitting 100s 100% of the time, but at least we're... Oh, okay, cool. So that was one of the tasks, like we were talking about. One of my maple trees at one of the guilds was just completed for the contract, and that unlocks one of the tasks. So whenever you hear that, that's what those things are. And that was kind of like that was actually one of the basic ones. That was only 10 points. So 10 points in the grand scheme of thing aren't really what I'm looking for, but every bit counts, especially since it's only been 1 week in. Come on, guy. I should say the main goal is, in retrospect, getting the relics, but what these points do is you can unlock like cosmetics in the base game as well, and you also get these ranks here. So currently I'm in steel. I only have at the threshold of 10,000 points. I'm very close to getting mithril, as you can see. So I have 17,390. Mithril was 20,000, so not too far off. We only got to do a few more tasks. Then there's adamant, which is an additional 10,000. Rune 45, and then dragon is like the ultimate final thing. And I believe with each leagues, I could be wrong. I never got it. Is you get like this giant trophy with the dragon that you could just like waltz around in the base game with, just saying like, "Hey, I went hard, and I got to this to carry for it," which doesn't do anything for skilling. It's just literally just kind of like, I guess you could say in RuneScape 3 where you have the blue party hats. That's pretty much the same kind of thing. Just not as rare, I guess you could say, since it's every year. Alright, we got one more. I'm going to teleport. Go to Barrow's chests. Take this boy out. Alright. And I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do coin flip. Heads, it's going to be Barrow's loot. Tails, it's just going to be basic stuff. So let's just see. Oh. Well, that's great. It's just gonna be basic stuff, huh? Yep, I thought so. That's a shame. I guess we'll have to figure that in the future then. With that, I think I'm just gonna call it quits there. I'm kind of tired. We'll maybe continue this tomorrow. I got a few... Oh, hang on. I think I have to do this. This is another task. I might have done this already. I forget. These are just random events in the base game. But they have... some rewards in here if you complete them for leagues. All right, did I do this one already? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, well. All right, I think that's it for tonight. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. And then we may be able to continue this tomorrow. I got a few things I got to work on, but at night, maybe around 7 p.m., we might work on this tomorrow. Or we might do something different. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out when. But for now, yeah, we're calling it quits. So have a good night, everybody. If it's not night yet, have a great rest of your day or evening or whatnot. Take it easy. You know how it is. All right. That's me signing out.